Bonjour à tous and welcome to Learn French with Vincent, and this is Unité 18, Leçon I. And in this lesson we will discover together les extractions avec un pronom relatif. Okay, so let's see exactly what we are talking about in this video, and we will actually one more time see les pronoms relatifs, well, because they are used quite much in French language, but then we'll see a structure that will actually combine c'est, okay, it is, this is, and then un pronom relatif. Okay, so if you don't have any clue about les pronoms relatifs, I've been making a video covering this topic, so maybe it would be better for you to have a look at this first video and then come back to this video after. Okay, but then if you remember, les pronoms relatifs are qui, que, dont, and où. And so let's see the first example. Okay, so let's imagine that we have two sentences like c'est lui, okay, so it's him, c'est le professeur de ma sœur, he's the teacher of my sister, okay, if you translate directly like that, okay, and well, basically the idea would be to combine these two sentences and have only one, okay, and then, well, basically we will use qui. All right, and we will use c'est, so as I said, okay, so you've got the first sentence, so you can see that it's like it was before, c'est lui, you don't touch it, okay, qui est le professeur de ma sœur. Okay, so keep in mind and remember that we will put qui just because in the second sentence here, it's the subject. Okay, so that's the reason why. Okay, it doesn't have to do anything to do with the fact that it's a person or, well, it's not an object. Well, basically, it's just because it's a subject, a grammatical subject right here. Okay, so c'est lui qui est le professeur de ma sœur. Okay, so you can see that, you know, instead of having two sentences like that, well, basically you just combine one, or you just make one by combining these two sentences using c'est, okay, and after that you will use this pronom relatif qui. All right, so it does work if it's the subject. Let's see now another example. C'est elle, okay, so it's her. Je l'ai rencontrée dans un café. So I met her in a cafe. And you can see that in that case, in the second sentence, well, it's not the subject. It's complément d'objet direct. So this is the reason why we will use que. Okay, and let's see what results we will have. So basically the same concept, you just keep the first sentence like c'est elle, okay, it's exactly the same here, c'est elle. Then you will put your pronom relatif, que, okay, remember we put que because in the second sentence, well, basically it's not the subject, it's this complément d'objet direct, okay, grammatical object. C'est elle que j'ai rencontré dans un café. So basically your sentence continues after that. C'est elle que j'ai rencontrée dans un café. Troisième exemple. So third example. C'est la personne. Je t'ai parlé de cette personne. Okay, so it's the person. It's quite strange. I mean, of course, these sentences wouldn't be used, but then it's just to show you how to combine them to make what sentence normally we use. Okay, so c'est la personne, it's the person. Je t'ai parlé de cette personne, and it's interesting here because, well, you can see that la personne is replaced here by de cette personne here. So I was about to say te, but no. So it's right here, okay? So the important thing here is that you are introducing cette personne with the preposition de. Okay? And it does mean that in that case, it's not complément d'objet direct, okay? And it does mean also that you will have to use another pronoun, all right? So let's see what pronoun we will use, and the pronoun is dont, just because we introduce this complément with the preposition de. Okay? So you get c'est la personne dont je t'ai parlé. Alright, so you just, as we saw previously, rewrite the first sentence, c'est la personne, then you will put dont, so your pronom relatif right here, and then you continue your sentence without, of course, because you've been replacing de cette personne by dont, without rewriting de cette personne. Okay, so you get a quite short sentence here. C'est la personne dont je t'ai parlé. Alright, and let's see one more example. C'est le café. Je vais dans ce café après le travail. Okay, so exactly the same thing. C'est le café, so it's the café. Je vais dans ce café. I go in this café après le travail, after work. And in that case, you can see that basically it's dans ce café, and we're talking about a place. Okay, and in that case, when we're talking about a place, we will use le pronom relatif où. Okay, remember to put the accent. Où. All right, and so the sentence that we will get will be as previously. The first part doesn't change. C'est le café. Then, instead of dans ce café, you will put your pronoun où right here. Je vais. And then après le travail. So basically, direct translation would be c'est le café, so it's the café where I go after work. Okay, so it's quite close to English when you use this pronom relatif. Well, actually, in that case. Okay, so it's actually quite simple. Remember that we will use qui. C'est lui qui est le professeur de ma sœur. Okay, so in that case, qui is used just because it's the subject in the second part. Then que, because it will be complément d'objet direct, c'est elle que j'ai rencontré. So basically que it's instead of la personne, so j'ai rencontré cette personne, so it should come here, so it's complément d'objet direct, and then it replaces this person. Dont, just because you introduce, remember, parler de cette personne, so le complément is introduced by the preposition de. Okay, so in that case, you will put your pronom relatif dont. And the last one, c'est le café où, just because it's a place, je vais après le travail. Qui, que, dont, où. Okay, so remember, qui, subject, que, complément d'objet direct, dont, complément introduced by the preposition de, and then où, when it's a place. So, one more time, c'est, followed by le pronom relatif qui, que, dont, où.